Welcome, welcome, welcome. Peace to all my gods and goddesses. And this is another episode with the God, Marco Ja. And just want to let everybody know, I'm not trying to make this video too long-winded, but I do want to let y'all know that I am going to drop more content as well, just with the music, the freestyles, and commentary. I do have a YouTube, Rumble, and I'm on a lot of other platforms. I've been doing this for a couple of years, so this video is going to drop. I'm gonna drop it on my Rumble and YouTube mainly, but you know, we'll get into the episode. As of right now, I was inspired. This video is about Drake responding to Joe Budden, basically calling him a failure in music. And this came when on Joe Budden's podcast, which is one of the most successful podcasts right now in regards to just like talking about everyday life, and as well, giving music critique and just everything going on with Black culture. I respected Joe Budden's opinion, but he's basically saying that Drake's album was not good. He needs to act his age and be around more people his age. And he said that this is the last, his last music critique that he's going to do in his day and age, because he feels like now that the music right now in hip-hop is uninspired. And I like 100% agree with him. I love music. I do music myself, and I love it so much that, I won't give up on it. But I would say as of right now, especially in the 20s, hip-hop is an all-time low. It is easier now to get, more exposure, but being compensated for your work and just how shady the streaming and music business is, a lot of people are not doing music and going into other avenues like Joe Budden. But I could tell like Drake really took it real personal, and I thought it was really disrespectful. And it felt like he had to go in on Joe Budden like that. It's like they had beef before, but I don't even think Joe Budden was disrespectful. He said it himself that he enjoyed Drake's music in the past and missed when like Drake put more effort and was more inspired with his music. But I listened to the album and I couldn't get through it. It was maybe like 23, 24 tracks, about an hour and a half long. And, I couldn't get through it. It was like a very dark, kind of ominous album. It has some highlighted features as well. And it was a lot of singing. The production on a Drake album was never bad, but it was just the music was just everywhere. I would say for the past couple years now, like Drake has been dropping projects that are hit and miss. I do like honestly, I do like this song. The album, Honestly Nevermind. There's a little techno album, which a lot of people hated on, but I really liked it. I did like the album he did with 21 Savage as well. And then the Dark Lane demo tapes. I might be saying the album title wrong. I actually like that album when it comes to like More Life and Certified Lover Boy and This For All the Dogs. it seemed like it was uninspired. It was like one of the most disappointing performances Drake has made. But I felt like Joe Budden gave his honest opinion, and I don't feel like he was just I don't feel like he was just talking about Drake, but just talking about the climate in hip hop and how uninspired it is, and how now it's just up for a game to get more streams. You know, even like songs now are shorter. I did see that Birdman, basically in a nice way, told Charlamagne and Joe Budden to watch their mouth or whatever. But I just felt like the man gave his honest opinion, and it's crazy because Drake never responds to a lot of stuff that people say about him that are true and not true. But I could tell like Drake really got in his feelings about it, and I feel like Drake is at like a point in his like life where he doesn't have people that's honest with him, that can really critique his music and say, yo, that shit is whack. You know, I think Drake just has a lot of yes men, but Joe Budden was just saying what the whole world felt. You know, of course, no celebrities or rappers is going to say it because they don't want to, you know, ruin relations with Drake. You know, he has a lot of connections, and he is very powerful in the music industry. But I feel the same way, man. Like hip hop, especially in the 2020s, it has gone on a downward spiral. But I do want to give a shout out because there were other albums that came out this week. That new Earl Sweatshirt album was pretty fire. And I'm gonna give my hats off to that new Tyga and YG project. I like that shit a lot. It was a little ignorant and misogynistic, but just the beats, the sound, you can tell they had they were inspired and had a lot of fun on that album. You know, so my personal opinion with Drake's album For All the Dogs, and I don't even want to count this as like an album review. It's just my commentary on the back and forth with Joe Budden and Drake. I don't think Joe Budden is responding is Drake coming out with multiple posts, but Drake is basically looking bad, you know, by doing all this, man. You know, as an artist, sometimes you do gotta take critique, or sometimes you gonna hear stuff about your work and you put your whole heart, life, time, money, and soul in it, but not everybody's gonna feel it. But just me personally, a person who does music, a person that's an artist myself, I felt that Drake album, it was trash. It was hard to get through. The beats were like everywhere. They said that the song on the album that was a highlight, the 8 a.m. in Charlotte, you know, which, you know, I'm a North Carolina native. I'm in the Triangle area. I'm, you know, live in one of the major cities in North Carolina. Even I didn't really like it. It was a couple clever lines here and there, but just Drake just sounded so just low-winded and uninspired, and you could tell he just had no effort. And I always credit like Drake and Tyga having one of the best deliveries of this generation, just when it comes to just not technically maybe talking about rhymes, but just delivery and versatility, you know. But I want to know what y'all think, man. I thought that For All the Dogs album by Drake was trash. I couldn't get through it. I didn't listen to the whole album. Maybe I gotta, you know, give it a second listen, or maybe it has to grow on me. But I just thought that shit was just straight dirt, bro. That shit was straight dirt. Belonged in a septic tank. But I don't want to make this video too long. I want to say peace to all my gods and goddesses, and I'm out.